Yeah.
And finally, you have a message to your sponsor.
Not to my sponsor, to my daughter. Hello, Sam.
Norster gave the kind of performance he gave to Wales at Twickenham about a month ago, and of course I think Gareth Roberts in the back row will want to say I should be in the Welsh team at Lansdowne Road next Saturday.
The Pontypool selection?
Well, I think they're very solid behind. They haven't got the flair that Cardiff have, but give Bidgood and Orrell credit. They tackle magnificently in the centre. And of course at half-back, Ring and Bishop, they're geniuses, and match winners on their own. Up front, Pricey's going as well as ever. I think Mosley has a big task today to mark Bobby Norster, and of course I think the plus mark for Pontypool is the best back row unit in Welsh rugby.
Who's going to win? Put your head on the block now.
I think it's Pontypool by a couple of points.
14,500 people anticipating a mighty battle. Owen Jones of Swansea is in charge of this 6th meeting between Cardiff and Pontypool in the Cup. 5 victories to Cardiff, 1 to Pontypool, and it's rare of Cardiff getting the game underway. Mosley going up high for the ball, and the line out some 10 metres outside the Pontypool 22. This an area where Cardiff hope to dominate, with Bob Norster at 5 with a headband in the middle of the line out. 7 at the tail for Cardiff, Gareth Roberts. 7 at the back for Pontypool, Mark Brown. Bishop, his first touch of the ball. And the opening penalty going to Pontypool. Illegal use of the feet. And the first touch to Mark Ring. That's a beauty. What an opener from Mark Ring. That'll give him confidence. But all of a sudden, the consultation on the far side between the referee and the touch judge. What's the decision? No, the penalty is allowed to stand. Alan Phillips with the throw. There's a bit of a breeze at the Arms Park. It's a northerly wind, but not strong enough to affect the throwers in. Pontypool setting it up inside the Cardiff 22. Bishop, Ring, the drop goal attempt. The crowd behind says it's there. It is indeed 3 points. Mark Ring, the scorer, puts Pontypool into the lead in his first appearance against his former club.
Dream start for Pontypool. Mark Ring on his wrong side takes plenty of time and strikes it gloriously through the post. It was 3 points when it left his boot. And they win good ball at the line out. Pontypool comes to Mark Ring, steadies himself, drops for goal, and it's always there. 3 points to Pontypool.
Ray Giles, much depends on him. Keep his forwards going. She does so. That's great scrummaging by Cardiff. But somehow or other, they lose the possession at the crucial moment. David Bishop coming wide. There's a bit of a gap there. David Bishop, half held by Malcolm Dacey. But here's Roger Bidgood up to the 10-metre line. Looking outside, trying to find Glasson, finds Ring instead. Pontypool on the rampage. The ball is still alive. Excellent work by the Pontypool three-quarters.
And Pontypool winning some good ball, and David Bishop showing his pace, looking for the gap, but it's the inside pass that does the damage. Good back by Good. Look good on the outside, looking for Mark Ring, always dangerous. Mark Ring always looking to improvise, but there's where the ball has gone over the line. Cardiff get back to Minor.
Inside the Pontypool 22-metre line. Cardiff shortening the line out. Norster. Giles having to go forward. There's the Cardiff drive. Roberts the scrum half, but Giles and Jackas coming through. Offside. Owen Jones right on the spot. And that'll mean a penalty to Cardiff. Against the wind, Rhea curling it in very nicely indeed. It's 3 points all at Cardiff, and Rhea goes to 128 points for the season. All square after 11 minutes, everything to play for. Cardiff 3, Pontypool 3. Bob Lakin, the Wenver farmer. Norster. Giles goes away. Lakin, good support work to Howard Stone. He's got Alan Phillips outside. Phillips checking. Hansen got a hand to it. And Orrell is back there. But the tremendous drive by Cardiff. Keith Orrell taking hold of possession really in no man's land, right on the line, couldn't minor it, and had to react. Giles just inside the Pontypool 22-metre line. Stone the feed. Caudle will give chase to that one. Gerald Caudle, Cardiff's top try scorer this season, 23 to his credit. Steve Jones for Robert Young that time at the front of the line out. Bishop worming his way through. He's got it past about 4 tackles that time. Well, Cardiff would really have to concentrate on this man, David Bishop, both flankers. He not only seizes on every opportunity, he creates most of them. Jones looking for Young. Bishop again, going Jones that time. Spotting a bit of jersey pulling, and the penalty going to Cardiff. Again, a rather difficult kick for Mike Greer. At the moment, no wind. All of a sudden, there might be a gust. This time, as it curled in, it's a superb kick. Beautifully judged by Mike Greer, and that takes Cardiff into the lead, 6 points to 3. 9 minutes to go till half-time. Hardly any injuries at all. Giles, Stacey. Rather an inebriated kick. This is Alan Dasson, but Cardiff are there in numbers. Stacey to Donovan. Geraint John has been touched in flight. Hansen takes for Pontypool. Will that reach there? Adrian Hadley. This could be interesting. High above the stand on the far side. Rees, the former Cardiff player, takes. There's to David Bishop. Oh, it's almost reckless. Was it forward? Caudle takes and will challenge. Superbly taken by Keith Orrell. Gareth Roberts takes for Cardiff. The feed by Geraint John to Ray Giles, to Malcolm Dacey, to Robert Lakin. Up comes Mike Greer. Hadley asking for the grubber. But it's still alive. Lakin going through, the ball loose. But eventually, order is restored with a whistle, and it'll be a scrum inside the Pontypool 22.
Tremendous play by Cardiff and Gareth Roberts, retrieving the ball, and just watch they move it simple. And Bob Lakin, like a good wing forward, doesn't go and make use of the ball, but look at Rhea's speed. Tremendous pace going on the outside of Paul Rees. Now I think Hadley should have come in there, should have been the pass. Good running by Hadley, but unfortunately for Cardiff, Rhea went on the outside and the movement's halted.
And indeed, Kevin Mosley not liking the pace of this game. It's understandable. He's come back after a long absence, and he'll be replaced by Eddie Butler, the former Wales captain. Eddie Butler, and he will go alongside Robert Young.
Kevin Mosley is Eddie Butler, wearing jersey number 19.
Bishop with a feed. Safely into touch. Eddie Butler, 19. The unenviable task of having to mark Robert Norster. And that's not how we do it, Eddie. Oh, my word.
I don't think Eddie Butler would be too happy with that. Cardiff called the short line, and he made no attempt to go for the ball. He just barged into Robert Norster. Cost him vital 3 points.
Bishop might have a go himself. Is there a bit of a gap there? Cardiff would alert. Glasson takes hold of it for Pontypool. Bishop has it. To Ring. Wide arcing for Hansen. Oh, well, unorthodox, but it's Geraint John giving chase. Ring is back there. And Geraint John got a foot to it first. And that really was sloppy play by Pontypool, giving Cardiff the initiative. And away they go. This is Rowley. He needed a pass to Geraint John, but it's Gareth Roberts in possession. And again the pickup, the response from Pontypool. Hewish in the thick of things.
And last week we saw at the National Stadium where Richie Collins was put through and people said he should have passed, and there surely was an example of Rowley taking it well at the back line, driving through, men on each side, but he hung on to the ball far too long.
6 points to 3 then to Cardiff at half-time. The two penalties by Mike Greer in response to Mark Ring's drop goal. See now what the outcome might be of this cup tie as we rejoin the match now, a little way into the second half. Foster going up for that one, but it's rather untidy ball. It's difficult ball for Cardiff as well. And Mark Brown has done the robbing job. Bishop onto Bidgood. Bidgood with Glasson inside, and Bidgood is such a strong running centre. He's taking 3 men with him. Roger Bidgood missed his Welsh cap last season. Sustained pressure from Pontypool. Norster, that's his best jump of the day. Giles, it's not going to reach its mark. A little bit of confusion between Glasson and Paul Rees. The kick will count. Way underneath it. Ring challenging. Brave catch by Mike Greer. Take his eyes off the ball. Knew that he would be challenged. The line out. Mark Brown at the back. It's taken by Butler. Trying to get it on to Steve Jones. But away come Cardiff to Gareth Roberts. He's got another ex-Swansea man outside him, Dacey. That's a tremendous drive by Cardiff. Giles, the supportive kick. Paul Rees covering. It's an unlucky bounce for him. Rees being challenged by Donovan. Up comes Howard Stone as well. Paul Rees doing well to hold on to that ball, despite a concerted challenge of 3 or 4 Cardiff players. Paul Rees really deserves a round of applause. 10.5 minutes gone. Malcolm Dacey just behind the 22-metre line, supporting wind. No attempt at a drop goal as Giles brings Caudle into play. Joel Caudle still going. Half brought down by Sean Hansen. But Cardiff still have it. The drive is on. Deep inside the Pontypool 22-metre line as Giles waits. Eight metres to the Pontypool try line. Wait, there's the heave, the drive, the pick up by Howard Stone to Ray Giles. We make it on his own. No, a superb tackle by David Bishop. It really was a try-saving tackle.
Great scrummaging by Cardiff and a perfect pass from Stone which put Giles through. It looked odds on he'd get in the corner, but a tremendous tackle by Bishop saved the situation for Pontypool.
It's a set move to Bidgood, the crash ball, and Bidgood still going. Inside the Cardiff 22-metre line, Mark Brown, supported by Jackas. That's Jackas ripping the ball away. Hewish now giving his support. The Pontypool back row are there. The Cardiff on their heels momentarily. David Bishop, Gareth Roberts through very quickly. That was tremendous work by Gareth Roberts in defence for Cardiff. That's his main responsibility, and also the responsibility of Robert Lakin to keep their eyes on David Bishop.
And there's the crash ball move. There's Bidgood on the burst, looking for the back row support, knowing they're going to be there, and they are there. Number 6 and number 8, Jackas there. There's Brown, all the back row, the 3 of them there, but you can see Cardiff driving them back, but Jackas does very, very well here. Look, tremendous strength, ripping the ball away, looking for his back row support. He was there yet again. Pontypool driving towards the line, laying the ball back for Bishop, but a moment of indecision, doesn't really know where his partners are, and they're mauling, looking for it, and Cardiff defend very well.
Little mid-match conference between Mark Ring and David Bishop. Ring saying, give me the ball. And Cardiff had detached themselves a little bit too early from the scrum. And what an inviting opportunity for Mark Ring. Not a difficult kick. Is there, neatly slotted over, and that takes Mark Ring over the 300-point mark of the season for Pontypool. And what a crucial kick it could turn out to be. Steve Jones, Mark Brown, David Bishop, Ring, Frank Jackas as the battering ram onto Hewish. It's good supportive stuff from Pontypool. There's the drive over. Bishop again to Jackas in midfield. Cardiff offside. No, indeed, it's a high tackle.
And as just in the previous round, Pontypool again have stepped up another gear, as they did in the second half against Swansea. And here's the good ball won by the back row, Jackas and Hewish, outstanding driving in there, making the ball available. Lovely pass, and just watch this. There's Jackas, and there's where Dacey goes high.
It's not a lengthy one, but everybody in the ground knows how vital this one could be. It's high, it's accurate, it's true. Pontypool go into the lead. To 6. Gloucester wins. Giles feeds. Dacey, there's a bit of a gap there. Dacey with a little chip. This could be dangerous up on the pool. Mark Brown is back there. Surely he'll have to minor. The put-in will be Cardiff's. Superb work on the short side from Malcolm Dacey. Howard Stone the control. Might we see the snap drive? The Pontypool hold it and wheel it across. Stone, Giles. There's not much room there under Gareth Roberts. Taken by Butler. Giles on the short side. Is there room there? Jackas takes him. Cardiff trying everything. Lakin again. The third battering ram. Cardiff pick up. Norster feeds. Giles on the short side. Has he got there? No. A superb tackle by David Bishop. Oh. They're now struggling for inches rather than yards. Four minutes to go. No wonder Owen Jones is asking for a little bit of decorum. Keep the scrum up, he says, because Cardiff will surely put the snap drive on again. They hold. Howard Stone with the control. There's the drive, but Pontypool are not yielding 1 inch. Giles on the open side to Bob Lakin. Tremendous defensive work by Pontypool once again. Giles again, trying to burrow through. Not there yet. 14,500 people. Undivided concentration on that corner.
Incredible pressure by Cardiff, and they've gone to sort of drive close to the scrum. I wonder will they risk one movement where they see the ball being spun out to their backs.
There's the feed by Giles, a half pick up by Stone. Was it a knock-on? It will be the Pontypool put in, surely. The battle of wit and the battle of strength, at least as far as the scrum is concerned, has been won by Pontypool. It's trench warfare down there. Bishop waits. Offside by Giles. And you can feel the relief all around this ground from the massive Pontypool contingent. Pontypool should take their time about this one. Ring safely into touch. Owen Jones checks his watch. We're into injury time. And that indeed is it. Cardiff, the cup holders, out of this year's competition. What a tremendous forward battle between these clubs. Not a classic by any means, but not lacking endeavour or guts or character. But the story at the Cardiff ground is that Pontypool march on, quite possibly for the cup and also the championship. It could be the double for them this year. Who knows?
Steve Jones, captain of Pontypool, a tremendous battle. Did you enjoy it?
Oh, thoroughly enjoyed it. Very good.
Especially since you won at the end.
Yes, at the end we won, but the last 10 minutes, I can't put up with many more there.
How hard was it up front? Because it looked an enormous battle.
Oh, it was physical. It was all the way through. It was a really tough battle. And Cardiff, you can never come here. That's all you are going to have when you come to Cardiff is a tough battle up front and a good bruiser. It was a good game all round.
How many nails did you bite, Goff Davis, as coach?
Oh, the last 5 minutes, the series of scrums that Cardiff had, the committee box, everyone was on edge. Tremendous game, and I think another tremendous advertisement for Welsh rugby.
Well, we've complimented the forwards. I think we ought to compliment your coaching at the back because they tackled magnificently.
I thought our boys did really well, considering that we didn't win much line-out ball. Robert Norse, I thought, again, showed what a tremendous player he is. And considering the lack of line-out ball we had, a good quality ball, I think our boys defended really well. Of course, we got Bishop and Ring as well. I mean, they obviously make a difference and they give the boys outside them that extra confidence. Yes, naturally delighted.
Do you think it's going to depend on kicks and a drop goal?
I thought it was going to be tight, but as the game got on in the second half, I felt we were getting more into it, and we had the luck in the end. At the end of the day, we had the luck, I think, and that's about it. Well, rugby, you got to have luck.
Steve, you've revealed all now. What did go on in that front row battle this afternoon?
Well, it was a tough one. It was 50-50, and I thought, at the end, I thought, oh dear, here's Cardiff again. They're going to push us back into the taff, but it didn't. So it was good for us, really. We stuck at our